Hello everyone, welcome to Java Expert. In today's video, we will discuss about Spring Boot scheduling. What is Spring Boot scheduling? Spring Boot scheduling helps us to schedule tasks for execution at given period of time. I hope you guys already aware of scheduling about. So we have many scheduling softwares available in the industry, like we have a control scheduling tools, and there's a cron tab which is available in the Linux OS. So likewise, we have a default Spring scheduling functionality available in the Spring Boot framework. So we have to remember to use two annotations when we want to implement the Spring Boot scheduling. So one is enable scheduling annotation and scheduled annotation, right? So this we have to remember to implement the Spring Boot scheduling. So we have different types of scheduling available in the Spring Boot framework. So we will discuss the theory part here and then we will implement these things one by one while going for the practical session. The first one is fixed rate. Execute the job at a fixed time period between invocations. It does not wait for previous task to be completed. Okay, so fixed rate meaning we will be giving some uh, time interval. So your job will run in that frequency. For example, if you are giving 3000 milliseconds, which means 3 seconds, your job will run for every 3 seconds, right? So the job will start now, and as soon as the job is in, then it will calculate whether the 3 seconds is completed from the previous job timings. Then it will start again. For example, you're starting at the first second and your job is running for 5 seconds, but you are given fixed rate as 3 seconds, but your previous execution itself running for 5 seconds. Then as soon as the first job execution is done, your next job will start immediately because already 3 seconds is over, so it will start immediately, right? Why I'm telling is, while coming for the fixed delay, the next option you can able to differentiate the things. I will go for next one, that is fixed delay. Execute the job at a fixed time period between the end of previous invocation and the start of the next invocation. Basically it will wait for previous jobs to be executed to calculate the that delay timings, right? I'll give the example here so that you can easily understand that. For example, you're giving fixed delay as 3 seconds. You start the job now. The first execution is completed in 2 seconds, for example. From there, it will calculate the next 3 seconds to start your next run, right? Another example I'm giving there. You give fixed delay as 3 seconds. You're starting the job at the first second. Your job execution is, the execution is taking 5 seconds to complete it. Now, okay, you are starting at first second, the job ends at fifth second, and then it will wait for another 3 seconds to start the next run. That is how fixed delay will work. I hope you guys understand. Well, when we're going for a practical session, you will be much clear about this fixed rate and fixed delay. And there's one more parameter called initial delay, which will define amount of time it wait before the invocation of first task, basically first run. So you're starting your settling job, you're starting your component, whether the job needs to be initiated immediately after your component startup, or it has to wait for some time to start first run. That is the value which will be defined in the initial delay. And we'll come to next one, that is a cron. The cron job is as per the cron expression to include triggers on a second, minute, hour. So we can define 7 different parameters are separated by space, where we'll be defining in which frequency your job has to execute, which second or which minute, in which hour, which day of month, on which month, which day of week. There are many combinations which you can play around it, see how cron job is working. Okay, most of the use cases will falls under the cron job only, because when we will be using the scheduling, if you see the use cases, we want to run some end of day job which will generate certain report. It will send this some report things to some emails, and we will be archiving certain data into the new table space, or purging certain data based on the, every month we will be archiving something, every day we will be archiving something. So those will be the practical use case for the settling, where most of the things falls under the cron expressions. And there are use cases for fixed day rate and fixed delay also in the practical things, where there are jobs that will run frequently to sync the status between two databases, kind of things. It will be, there will be use cases that's case to case will be different, right? But we are going to see all these three in our practical lesson. So cron expressions, I gave a table here, so you can see it. Seconds, minute, hour, day of month, month, day of week, and year. These all are the parameter which you have to define in the cron expression. Based on the cron expression definition, our job will run. So you can refer the table, which are the possible values will accept in the each things. Second, minute, hour. It's all the what are the possible values which can provide it, right? So that's all about the practical, sorry, theoretical explanation. We will be getting into the practical session now. Let's get started. Create a simple Spring Boot project. Okay, Spring Boot scheduler is the project name we will be giving there. So next, we need only Spring Web dependency. We will add that. Finish. So we'll wait for some time to project is getting ready. Project is getting prepared. So your project is ready now. Quickly, we go and create a class for our scheduling component. New class. Scheduling component is our class name. So we have been discussing about two annotations, right? One is enable scheduling, and one more thing is scheduled annotation. These are the two annotations we have to compulsorily use to schedule our job, right? First, we'll go to our main class. Here we have to mention enable scheduling, right? So enable scheduling. I'll come to the scheduling component class. First, this will be annotated with component. Now we'll come to the actual thing. We'll create a method, simple method. Public void execute job. This is just a method name. Whatever you want, you can give it here, right? So what we want is this method execute job method needs to be executed based on the job description, whatever you are giving it, right? So this method need to be annotated with scheduled, right? Now here you have to give a parameter, whether it is a fixed rate, fixed delay, or cron. That's you have to define it here. Now first we'll give it fixed rate. Fixed rate of, you have to give the value in the milliseconds, 3000 milliseconds, which means 3 seconds, right? Now we'll be writing. So what we are going to do it. So this is where the place where you have to write your business functionality, whether you want to archive something, or you want to generate a report, or you want to send an email. So whatever it is, that's where this is where the place you have to write over there. Now scheduled. Now what you are going to do is just we are going to show you the job is running in the correct interval. So which we are going to then so we are going to write only the time, so that you can see whether the job is starting in the correct interval, right? So we will be going to print only the time, the job start time. So simple date format, format of what you need, dd yyyy, hour, minute, that's it. So next it is next we'll print the value job starts at format dot format of new date. So job starts at, we are printing there. So what we're expecting is, so as soon as we are starting this application, this method needs to execute every 3 seconds. Let's start the application. Run as Java application starting. So application started, now you can see it, right? As soon application started at 41st second, immediately your job started, and you can see the log 41, 44, 47, 50. Every 3 seconds it is running. So this is a fixed rate will work, right? Now I'll give you one more. So what you said is for fixed rate, it won't wait for previous run to complete. That's what we discussed, right? Now that we will demonstrate here. So we are giving 3 seconds, right? So this job will execute within a second. So that's why every 3 seconds it is running. For for to demonstrate you that it won't wait for uh, the current run to start the next run. We just wait for 5 seconds here, so that the every run will take 5 seconds, and we'll see how this fixed rate is working. Put end also as Java application. It started at second and end at 7, and immediately the next job gets started, which means it is not waiting for previous run to complete to calculate the next run, right? So it's just wait for 3 seconds, and as soon as the previous task is done, it is starting it. If it is previous execution is completed within the time we gave 3 seconds, right? If within the 3 seconds, it will wait. It will start the next run after the 3 seconds. But the previous execution itself, it's taking more than the defined time. The next run will start immediately, right? So if you just see this one, when you're while going for a fixed delay, you can able to understand the difference between those no, these two things, right? Now I'll go for fixed delay. So fixed delay, right? So fixed delay. Okay, let it give the same code, right? Fixed delay 3 seconds, and the method execution time is 5 seconds, because these things remaining things won't take any time. So thread slave will take 5 seconds. We'll see how it works. Starting, it started at 28 second, and 5 seconds will take to complete, that is 32, it's got end, and now it's waiting for another 3 seconds. Even the fixed rate, it won't wait for another 3 seconds. As soon as the previous execution is done, immediately it will start. And in case of fixed delay, it does not matter how long the previous execution takes. It will wait for the next run, previous run to complete, and then it will wait for the time which we are given in the fixed delay, and then only next run will start. The 28 is the first run starts, ends at 33, and another run will start at 36 only, which means it's wait for 3 seconds, which is given in the fixed delay, and then start the next run. That's how the rest of the things also will work. I hope you guys understand this one. Now I'll move to next one. So next one, we have seen there is something called initial delay, right? Initial delay. That's another parameter. For example, I'll give 3 seconds. What does it mean is, you see the if you see the previous examples, as soon as the components getting started up, your job will get triggered immediately, right? Here I give a initial delay as 3 seconds, which means as soon as the job's getting started, and then it will wait for 3 seconds to start your first run. Show it here so that you can easily understand. in the application. We will see when the application started. It started 38 second, and it started at it started at 6 second, 39 6 second, and your first run starting at 39 9 second. So our first run delayed by 3 seconds. That is the initial delay which we are configuring it here. Initial delay. The rest of the execution will follow the as we discussed. It will follow the same pattern. So that's all about the fixed delay and initial delay, how it works. Next, we'll move to cron. That's a very important thing. It's a similar way. You just put a cron called in the double quotes. We are going to define the cron expression. So we can give maximum of 7 values, and we can give 6 other. The last is year. Last parameter is year. If you're not giving, also it will work. It will run for every year. Then so I'll give first one is star, which means every second. Next is it will be separated by space. Next is which means is every minute, is every hour, and then it is next parameter. We'll see the document. We'll see it will be easy then. Minutes every hour, then day of month. Give star, then every day of month, and then month. Which month? Whether it is a Jan, Feb, March. That is the value which will be given here. If you're giving star, it's for every month. And day of week, whether it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you give star, it is every day of week. And then last one is here. Even if you're not giving, it will work. So I give a star, right? Which means we give star for everything, which means it will run for every second. Just start it here. I'll remove this one, these two things, so that you can see there. Started, if you see that, it will run for every second. Started at 5, the application started at 5, job started at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It will go on like this way. It's simple. Now we'll put one more sample. With that, we will conclude this video. We'll for 3. First parameter, this is a second. In which second the job should start? I gave 3, which means it will run at third second of every minute, every day, whatever parameter we give rest of the things. So third second will run. We'll go and start the application. I'll see that. Application started at 49th second. For cron expression, what do you given is third second. So it will wait for next minute, basically 41, right? 42 minute, third second, our job will trigger. Just wait for that. Yeah. 42 second, third 42 minute, third second job gets started. Then the next run will be 43rd minute and third second. For that, we'll just wait for some time, and we'll see that whether it is triggered on the right time. Yes, you can see this, guys. I just paused the video for this 1 minute. Otherwise, the video we have to wait for 1 minute, right? So just paused it. So you can see the log here. 43 third second. Okay, just don't compare the video timing with this one. I just paused the between timings in the video, so you can see the log, right? So this is how this ground expression will work, right? So that's all, guys. That's all about this video. I just explained, very briefly, and you can able to understand how Spring Boot scheduling will work, on different types of scheduling is available in the Spring Boot framework. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, just put your thoughts on the comments and like the video and subscribe to our channel and share this video with your techie guys. I'll see you in some other video. Thank you, guys.